Okay, so Andy and I are watching Descendants 4, Rise of Red. Let me explain to you what I think the writers were trying to go for with this movie. The biggest plot hole that I have an issue with is if Uliana was supposed to be the one that pulls the prank, how could she pull the prank if the book she needed was enchanted so it wouldn't fall into the wrong hands? And then it hit me. What if in the original timeline she had manipulated Ella into getting the book and opening it under the guise of, oh, I want to make peace with Bridget. I want to be her friend now, like that, like manipulation, gaslighting, that kind of thing. And that could be why Cinderella feels guilty after all these years, because she was played. But if that's what they were going for in the original timeline, then the second that Red and Chloe got Ella grounded and unable to go to the dance, that should have changed the timeline to where the Queen of Hearts wasn't the Queen of Hearts anymore. She was Bridget again. But clearly, after Ella got grounded, that did not change the timeline. Because Red and Chloe checked the looking glass to see how things were back home, and it was worse. So there's just so many plot holes. I mean, I see what they were trying to do, but they need to rectify that. This movie, while it's good, they focused on the costumes and the songs. That's where they hit the hardest. And yeah, the songs are bops. They're good. Loving it, loving it, loving it, na na na. They're bops, okay? But you can't sacrifice a storyline for good songs and costumes, okay? Because like I said, I see what they were trying to do in Rise of Red. I see what they were trying to do, but they sacrificed a lot. It makes me appreciate the third Descendants that much more. And I say the third one because the first and the second,
it's better to be feared than loved.
I mean, they are good, don't get me wrong, OG. But, like I said, I see what they were trying to do. But it's basically like a bunch of writers for this movie got together to plan the movie and the plot, and they spent all night writing and scribbling down notes, and then the next morning they all gathered around at a table, and they opened up all their notebooks, and across every notebook on every single page was just creative liberty. I'm not saying taking creative liberty is a bad thing, but again, they have to think. They can't sacrifice catchy songs and costumes, trendy costumes, for plot. Like I said, it's okay. That the Descendants 4 Rise of Red is okay, but I would like to see the plot holes fixed. Yeah.